In this video I'm going to show you how to go from a Kuksa blank to a 90% finished Kuksa using an axe and a carving knife. So I've done a bunch of videos showing you guys how to get to this stage in Kuksa making, and so finally I'm going to make this video demonstration on how to carve the outside of the Kuksa. So I've got this nice blank here. It's easiest to do it in this stage, I find, to lay out your your template and have it in the vise to carve the bowl out. And then, yeah, so let's carve the outside here, and I'll try and explain the steps I take to make it go as smoothly as possible. So to take off majority of the material, I try and take off corners as much as I can, rather than taking off like the whole side. So I'll take a corner off, and then this back corner. And so I have my template. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm obviously making sure not to go to cross it. So I find it easiest to take off the corners, and then you got this this bulge here, and then it takes off smaller slices of material rather than trying to take the whole edge off. That's probably very basic, but I just thought I'd explain that. So this is English walnut that I'm carving. One thing I do a lot with axe work is I'm more so moving the workpiece around rather than changing my axe stroke. So I'm kind of doing the same chop over and over again, and then moving the workpiece to get in the path of the blade. This might be hard to see, but so again, just I'm taking off the corner. And you can see that template there. So if you got this far in the video, please like the video. It makes the video count more on YouTube and get more views for me, and yeah, it just shows a little support, so I'm not out here in the freezing, recording, and spending hours on videos for nothing. But yeah, I appreciate if you're a subscriber. I appreciate you following me, and hopefully you're learning something on this channel here. Whew, that was a big scary piece that broke off. That's good though. Carving in Kuksas make you nervous. It's not fun doing these for nothing. Just making it and then having it break on you or something. I'm carving English walnut, and it just seems to work really well. This part you have to be careful on when you're carving the front of the bowl and kind of putting a lot of pressure on the front of the bowl. So I make sure to just let the weight of the axe kind of do the cutting, and it's almost a very slight, this would be exaggerated, but a very slight slice in the axe. It just helps help the blade cut, and rather than brute force smashing on the front of the bowl of the cup. can see, it doesn't actually take a whole lot of time to get this done. If you watch my other videos, you can see me hollowing out the bowl, and then yeah, I have the beginning stages too. So I mean, once you get grooving, these are you can make them fairly quick. And if you are making them quick, I do have my ebook on how to sell these carvings, or sell spoons, or any type of carving really, if you're a bowl turner. So make sure you check out my website after this. Big ugly knot there. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a keyhole style handle in this. So anytime you're doing axe work, you're preparing for the knife, obviously, but just to keep that in mind is helpful, because if you can spend an extra minute on the axe to save you fatigued hands on the knife, it's worth it. Your thickness every so often. Carving a kuksa does not need to be an all-day event when you get in a groove. It's really nice to experiment carving in bulk. If you were to have, let's say, 4 kuksa blanks ready to go, see how long it takes you to carve them. Like, do them in stages, get them you know, all to your blank stage, and then do all the layouts, and then do all the axe work. You'd be surprised to see how much work you can get done. That's from a kind of a business standpoint, but I know a lot of you are gonna just want to leisurely carve your own cup and use it for your bushcraft stuff or whatever. Sorry if you can't really see the outline, but it's facing me. But anyways, the M grain is tricky. I find it okay to carve the front of the cup like this. It is a little harsh on the grain, so I find you need to save some material to take off on the front, because it doesn't carve as clean as like going along the grain. This is, you know, obviously pretty much, well, it's going across it, but leave yourself a little extra material there, because you'll need to take off more to get rid of this this rough grain in the front of the cup. So just sharp axe, and using the weight of the tool really makes this job a lot easier. I was using just brute force when I made my first few kuksas, and it was just so tiring. I thought, like, man, I'm not gonna carve one of those for a while. So English walnut is a hardwood, but it's very easy to work with. Most guys will carve them out of birch, and so birch is a diffuse grain wood, and what that means is the pores are more spread out through the growth ring, where ring porous wood like this, you have the dark lines. That basically is where the pores are close to the ring, and then they're normally larger. There's larger pores there, and so sometimes it can leak, but using oil, tongue oil or linseed oil, which I have links for in my shop, it will clog the pores. It's called weeping when the cup is finished and it's leaking through the pores. So yeah, so tongue oil or linseed oils are oils that cure, and they they will help seal those up. Okay, so I'm about ready to get out the knife, and I'm going to do my best to make sure the camera is aiming on me, and so you can see everything I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. So I'm using a Mora hook knife with a custom handle. It's just a cheap, quick job. I just wanted something longer because my pinky would slide off the handle, so I just find it's more leverage. I use duct tape on my thumb. It's just kind of like adding an extra layer of skin, and I find I get big blisters that go pretty deep if I don't use the duct tape, so it just helps. Makes carving full-time easier. So I don't know the name of the cut I'm doing. I just want you guys to see what I'm doing and do it your own way, I guess. Whatever way you want. So I'm kind of just pivoting with the knife. I mentioned I was going to do a keyhole handle, but I think I've changed my mind. We'll see how the grain is, and just try and go with the flow here. So it's already starting to take shape. We're not even that long into it. The toughest thing is just finding out how to hold it. I know some guys just carve like this. They, I don't know. To me, I don't like it. It hurts my thumb. And I've seen certain guys do the whole kuksa like this. But I just find it a lot easier the way I'm doing here. Maybe if I did the other style of carving longer, it would work better for me. I use my leg a lot. I'll cross my leg and put the cup in the corner of my the back of my knee, and so that's been a little technique that I'll often use for spoons and kuksas. So if you haven't tried that yet, give it a try. I find the hardest part to carve is the we'll call it the front driver's side of the cup. It's just I don't know, the way you gotta hold it. It's just frustrating to me, the way the grain is, and you use your handle as kind of leverage sometimes, but it's a little hard on this part of the cup. Gotta sharpen my knife. Okay, knife is sharp again. Sharper than before. When your knife is razor sharp, you get a gloss or like a sheen on the finish. So it's just a very easy way to tell if your knife is sharp or not. Or if you notice you're working harder and you're not getting much material off with ease. When the knife is razor sharp, it just cuts so nice. But yeah, like I mentioned, I got links to this knife and a few other tools on my shop. There's a page called Tools of the Trade, and basically it links to you know, some reputable tools, and if you don't have whatever you need, it's just a quick little spot where you can just point you in the right direction to grab whatever you need. Okay, so you can see how that looks dark and this looks light. So this is so my knife is actually sharp here. It wasn't very sharp to begin with. Starting to look like a Kuksa. when your basic template is accurate and you just follow your lines, it just makes the job so much easier. Get those bottom lines traced to match the top, and just you'll carve. All you gotta do is remove material. It's not about trying to envision this cup inside a piece of wood. Makes the job a lot easier. So as you can see, the Kuksa is taking shape, and from here on out, it's you really should be able to understand the basics. Obviously, you can make whatever handle you want. You have the videos for carving out the bowl of the Kuksa, and then from here it's just adding finishing touches. The top edge is rough, but once I got a nice even thickness around the cup, I'm going to clean that up, and then maybe once it dries, I might go over it, just take a small amount of material off, just to make sure everything's, it's an even consistency of the finish because of the sharp knife. And so there you have it. You should be able to follow those few videos and get going on your own Kuksa. And again, if you don't have the tools, check out my website. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.